This is my Christmas gaming room. Definitely my favorite part about this setup has to be my monitor layout, which is pretty commonly used for a lot of people, which is 2 horizontal monitors and 1 vertical monitor. This is a 240 Hz monitor that is 24 inches, and I actually had this same monitor before, but it broke during a power outage, and I'd figured I'd just get the same one because it's been great for me, and it's not like $600. But this is my main monitor, and it's the LG Ultra Gear gaming monitor. It's about $300, but it's on sale pretty frequently, so you can probably get a good deal on it around Christmas or like Black Friday. And over here to the left is a monitor that I actually got with my PC, but it is still a great secondary monitor for watching YouTube or having like OBS up on your screen. It's 240 Hz. I'm not really sure which one it is, but it's from NZXT and it's around $170. For my vertical monitor, I normally use this for like music or like even OBS sometimes, and I actually just picked this one up recently, and it's the Samsung Odyssey G3 monitor, and it's 24 inches with 180 Hz. It's about $200, but it's also on sale all of the time, so I'm sure you can get a great deal on it. But by no means necessary do you need to spend $200 on a monitor. Honestly, you could just use 2 monitors, or you can just find a cheap monitor for like $70 to use as your third one. And then we have my PC over here. I actually bought this about 2 years ago, and it's been amazing for me so far. It has the RTX 3070, which is a pretty good graphics card, and it's actually one of NZXT's pre-built streaming PCs. It's about $1,700, which I thought was pretty good considering the specs that it has, and I would recommend this to anyone who's looking for a great long-lasting PC to play games or even stream on. And another thing that's great about this PC is the white aesthetic it has, because it matches my entire setup. The highlight of this setup has to be my peripherals though. My keyboard is from a very commonly known brand called High Ground, and they have so much variety of colors and designs of any keyboards. They also do really cool collab keyboards with like Minecraft and some animes. I'm not even sponsored by them, but this is by far the best keyboard I've ever had because of how clean the look is, and you can even customize the pattern and color that is presented on the keyboard. High Ground's also really reasonable with their prices because this keyboard, which is the base Snowstone keyboard, was only $100 compared to this other Clicks keyboard I have, which is also great, but it was $130 and it's super loud. The mouse I use is the Logitech G Pro Superlight, and almost everybody has this mouse now, considering it's one of the lightest mice, only weighing 2 ounces. And this mouse also has side buttons for anyone who uses side buttons while gaming. I definitely recommend buying this mouse, even though it could be a little bit pricey for a mouse, being around $100. Now this black mouse pad you see right here is from Gutsy Aiden, and he makes amazing designed mouse pads with great glide for your mouse. I actually have 2 of his other mouse pads, but this is my favorite one right now just because of how simple and clean it is. And this mouse pad was only around like $36. I'll have it linked in the description along with all the other stuff in this video if you guys wanted to check it out. Now this mic you see right here is the HyperX Quadcast, and this is the mic that all your favorite YouTubers and streamers are using, and it's for a good reason too, because the mic quality on this thing is insane. And to be honest, it's not even that expensive. It's only like $84 for a microphone. The stand right here that I bought for it too, you can put anywhere you want, and it extends to pretty much wherever you need it to go. And the stand's only about like $20 extra. So I definitely recommend this thing if you want a really good quality mic. These are my Logitech speakers, and the sound quality on these things are absolutely insane. They can go as loud as you want, so normally I just have them on when I'm watching a video, a movie, or even just listening to some music. But they were like $60, but for the quality and the sound that you get out of them, I think that is 100% worth buying. But this is the headset I'm using 70% of the time, and this headset is also a HyperX product, just like the mic I just showed. And just in general, I just feel like they have the best quality headsets and mics for how expensive they are. This headset right here is called the HyperX Cloud 2, and it has a built-in mic that you can use instead of buying one, but since I already bought one, I don't use it at all. And this headset is also very popular across streaming and content creation. And this thing right here is how you guys see my handsome face, because you know I look like Marlon. Alright, but anyway, this is my webcam. It's called the Logitech Brio, and it has 4K quality. And honestly, this is probably the most popular webcam to use, and it's for a good reason too. Because this is what I personally stream off of and use for YouTube videos, and I have never had any issues with it so far, knock on wood. This webcam does cost $130, but honestly, for a 4K webcam that is super reliable and trusted, that price is insanely good. This is my Alexa Dot, and it can be useful at sometimes, like if you want to play a song off of of it or check the weather. Normally I just use it for setting alarms because for some reason this is the only thing that can wake me up. I also connected it to the Govee app, so now whenever I want to turn on my LED lights in my room, all I have to say is, "Hey Alexa, turn on my lights," and my LED lights will turn on. The normal Alexa is about $90, but the Alexa Dot is only like $50. And in my opinion, the Alexa Dot is just fine, and it looks better, to be honest. This right here is my monitor stand, and it's currently being held up by a fruit snacks box, and the reason for that is because before it was just starting to dig into my desk. But I'm gonna be honest, this is probably the only thing in my setup that I would not recommend buying, and the reason for that is this monitor mount can't really hold that much weight without curving into the desk or making the monitors move a lot. So honestly, I think spending a little bit more money on a higher quality monitor mount is 100% worth it. The monitor mount that I have is the Vivo dual monitor mount for about $35, but in my opinion, if you're looking for one to buy, I recommend buying the Hunanu dual monitor mount, if I'm saying that right, because it is way more stable than this one for sure. Now this thing right here comes in handy all the time. This is my mouse charging dock, so basically whenever my mouse dies, I can just take the battery out of my mouse and put it right here and grab a fully charged battery. So that way I won't ever have to deal with having a dead mouse or playing with like a cord attached to a mouse. This thing right here was about $30, but you can probably get it on a discount pretty often. Now this thing over here, this is where the magic happens. This is where all my recording files and games are stored, all on this SSD right here. This is the Samsung T9 portable 4TB SSD, and this was pretty pricey, I'm not gonna lie. It's either about $300 or $400 depending on what time you buy it, but without this thing right here, I wouldn't be able to do anything on my PC without running out of storage. But since it has 4TB of storage, I'm not even close to halfway of the storage filled up. And the amazing thing about this is if you have a different device like a MacBook or something and you want to transfer pictures, you can just do that by using the SSD and plugging it into it. And in my opinion, I recommend buying SSDs over hard drives because the speed at which everything runs is way faster on an SSD than a hard drive. So definitely buy this if you need more storage on your PC. Now normally my setup's kind of plain, but since it's Christmas season, I had to spice it up. I thought it'd be the perfect time to buy these nutcrackers right here, and you can find nutcrackers pretty much in all of your local stores around Christmas time, but these two nutcrackers right here are sports themed and they were around like $25 probably. Over here is my Apple Watch, and it's the SE Gen 2, and it goes from anywhere between $160 and $250. The Apple Watch is a nice thing to have if you want to get like notifications on your wrist or check the weather, but that's pretty much all I do with it. And my background on this watch is a reminder that everything happens because of God. These right here are my cause figures, and some of you may be thinking, aren't those things like hundreds of dollars? And their answer is yes, but to be honest, I bought fake ones. But if you're really thinking about it, who's gonna spend that much money on a figure? And if you were looking at this from afar, you wouldn't even be able to tell that it's fake. But anyway, I think buying these things make a great addition to the aesthetic of the setup, and they add a lot more style. I got mine off of Amazon for around like $30, but I'm sure you can find them on other sites like Etsy. This is my humidifier, or I guess you could say oil diffuser, and this has saved me from many stuffy noses. And all around, it just makes my room feel so much cleaner. I can also control the LED on it with the remote, but since it's Christmas season, I'm just gonna leave it on green. And you can also put oil scents in here, like a minty scent, so it shoots out minty. So it's kind of like a candle in a way. But this one in specific is called the Asakuki Essential Oil Diffuser, and I think I got it on Amazon for around $20. This is my lamp right here, and there's not much to explain about it. I just use it for some extra light, and you can probably get a good one for around like $20 too. Now this right here is the whole foundation to my setup, and I'm pretty sure if you've watched other people's setup tours, you've definitely seen this desk before, and that's just because it's a very common and well-known desk for people to have. And I think the reason for that is because the quality of this desk is amazing, and I think they just love the aesthetic of the desk. I got this desk right here from IKEA, and it's called the 78-inch Lag Captain desk, and I got it for around $267. Including the drawers, which I'll get into in a minute. But I got this desk around 3 years ago, and my favorite part about it is how spacious the desk is, so I can fit all my monitors and a few extra accessories on it too. And all around, I just think it has a clean, minimalistic look to it that complements everything else in the setup. So even though it is a little bit more expensive, I feel like your desk is a huge part to how your setup looks. Now these are the drawers that also come with the desk, and having these drawers to hold up the desk instead of using desk legs is so helpful, because I can't even tell you how dirty my room would be if I didn't have these drawers to keep my things organized, because I have my tech in one drawer, my keyboards in another drawer, and just random stuff in other drawers. But other than staying organized, I just love the look of the drawers because I think it looks better than regular desk legs because it gives the setup a more like modern look to it. I don't know, I think it looks nice. In my opinion though, the reason the look of the desk is pulled off so well is because of these desk risers right here. This makes the desk like sit a little bit higher and make sure it's not like moving all over the place. But you can find these on Amazon in like an 8-pack for like 16 bucks, so that's not even that bad. And obviously this is my headset stand and it holds my headset, and I think I also got this for like 10 bucks on Amazon. Now the LED lights that are on the back of my desk are Govee, and honestly it doesn't matter which ones you get, but I do recommend getting Govee light because you can control it with your phone, and in my opinion Govee is just so much better and more reliable. And you don't want to get cheap ones because they can get like broken in less than a month and then you'll have to spend more money. So in my opinion, just get the better quality ones. Now I know my cable management isn't the best, but everything I have is plugged into this power strip right here. And actually a little bit ago I didn't have this power strip and my power went out, and when my power went out my monitor broke because I didn't have it. But the reason this power strip is so important is because it has a surge protector, which means it protects everything from getting broken when your power goes out. So just to be safe with your setup, I recommend buying this, because imagine your power went out and then your PC broke. That would suck. But you can find these anywhere, and I just got mine for like 20 bucks too on Amazon. Now I know my wall right here is pretty plain. I should probably get some posters or put up some shelves. But over here to the left, I do have this cool Porsche poster, and it came with just the poster, but I didn't think it looked right, so I just bought a frame for it, and it looks so much better. And obviously you can get posters from anywhere, but I also got this on Amazon for about 10 bucks. And sitting right on top of this poster, you can see is my LED clock, which is a cool way to display the time. It can also display the weather, but I just leave it on the clock. And pretty much just like everything in my setup, this was also on Amazon for $20. And the LED lights I have around my bed are the same ones I have on my desk, but the only thing I have to say about LED lights is make sure you get a long enough strip, because you want to cover the entire place that you want to put them. And over here around my window we have some colored Christmas lights, and you can literally find these anywhere for about 15 bucks. And over here on my bed, I just thought it was a cool idea. I had the Santa hat and elf hats, and I thought I could just put it on these minions because, you know, why not? And right above these minions on my wall, I had some posters up hanging up before, but I just thought it would be a good idea to, you know, wrap them in wrapping paper. And I think it turned out perfectly and fits the mood of Christmas so much more. And this right here is my magnetic charger, and I absolutely love this thing because this charger just snaps on the back of your phone, and to be honest, I think it charged way faster too. This was about $40, but I love this thing, so I thought it was worth it. And over here on my other window, I also wrapped it in Christmas lights, and on the corner of my window I have this cool Christmas bulb necklace, and I thought it was the perfect thing to hang up, but I have no idea how much this was because I just found it in my house. And over here on my dresser, I just have a bunch of things for decoration. Like I have some Funko Pops, vinyl, another nutcracker, and some other things just to fill out the space. And on the side of my dresser right here, I have this cool Christmas gnome for some more Christmas decorations, and I think I got this for about like $10. And you can't have a Christmas setup without having a Christmas tree. So this is my Christmas tree with all my ornaments on it, and this thing's just cool to have, especially on the top of my dresser in the corner of my room. I just thought it finished the Christmas feeling perfectly, and I actually got this for like $20, which I thought wasn't bad at all. And under the tree right here are some mini presents that I made. I actually made these things from like old boxes, and I just wrapped them in wrapping paper. And lastly, I put some Christmas lights around my door to finish off the whole mood, and I'm super happy with the way this room turned out. Now don't get me wrong, having all this stuff at just 16 years old is a blessing, and I'm so grateful for this. But I've also been building this setup for around 4 years, so it took a while still. But if you guys did enjoy this video, it would mean the world to me if you guys could drop a like and subscribe for more videos like this. And if you have any questions or suggestions, just let me know in the comments. And without further ado, it's been Finnerx. Have a blessed day, and peace.
You'll go down in history.